There are countless examples of women who face danger, who are threatened and even attacked. But what happens when these women fight back? These are 3 examples of women who stood up to their attackers, beginning with a case involving Zachary Person. Zachary Person is a known serial sex offender in Nebraska, who thought he could get away with another brazen midnight attack. It was around 3 a.m. when he stealthily made his way into the Home 2 Suites Hotel in Omaha, Nebraska, with every intention to prey on a lone female employee. But as they say, not all plans go as expected. The footage from the hotel lobby shows Person, clad in grey sweatpants, a black sweatshirt and black ski mask, sneakily creeping around the lobby. He waits for his opportunity near a restroom, his left hand noticeably fidgeting in his pants. Our unsuspecting heroine is taking a break from her late-night work. Unaware of the danger lurking around, she heads for a restroom. Little did she know that she was about to become the target of Person's deplorable plan. Person springs his trap, attempting to follow her into the restroom hallway. A horrifying situation indeed. But this woman was not about to become another statistic. She fights back, and with a swift move she rips the ski mask from his face. Unmasked and exposed, the predator has no choice but to run, leaving the hotel through a side door, his sagging pants revealing more than anyone cared to see. But the story doesn't end there. In a twist almost too bizarre to believe, the unmasked attacker circles back to the main entrance in less than a minute, now using his sweatshirt to cover his face. As he steps back in, he spots the female employee, who is now behind the counter, presumably on the phone with the police. In a desperate attempt to retrieve his mask, Person gives chase. A struggle ensues, and the attacker manages to rip the mask from her hand before fleeing the scene once again. But in his desperate rush, Person had left investigators a key clue: his exposed face captured on camera. Working with police from Sioux City, Iowa, investigators linked the attack to a similar incident at Morningside College that occurred just hours later. With his bonds set at $1 million and a damning history of sex offenses, Person was sentenced to 15 years for attempted sexual assault and false imprisonment. Our attention shifts from Nebraska to California and to another perpetrator, Mohammed Kaliki. Kaliki, then 31, stalked a 13-year-old girl from school to her home. The girl, whose home surveillance captured the stalking, managed to escape her dreadful fate. When Kaliki broke into her home and tried to force himself upon her, she bravely fought back, slapping him across the face, causing him to flee. Authorities would later connect Kaliki to a previous attempted assault on a 28-year-old woman in a grocery store bathroom. The unsettling footage from both incidents painted the image of a fearless predator, one who struck in broad daylight, undeterred by the risk of being caught. However, Kaliki's reign of terror was cut short. Just days after the attempted assault on the young girl, Kaliki was arrested. The police, tipped off by his sudden change of appearance, shaving off his beard and hair, traced him to a house in San Leandro. Kaliki was subsequently charged with burglary, attempted sexual assault, and false imprisonment, and is currently held in Santa Clara County Jail. We now move from the West Coast to the East, where we find 30-year-old Jared Stanger, who attacked an 11-year-old girl waiting near a bus stop, playing with a blue slime toy. Surveillance footage shows Stanger, knife in hand, charging towards the unsuspecting girl and forcibly grabbing her into a headlock. His intent? To drag her into his waiting white Dodge Journey. Yet the young girl's courage shone through the fear. She fought back against her would-be kidnapper, causing him to stumble and providing her the crucial moment to break free and run. Stanger could only scramble back to his vehicle and flee the scene. However, the blue slime the girl had been playing with proved an unexpected hero, clinging onto Stanger's clothes and becoming vital evidence. As word of the attempted abduction spread, more than 50 deputies from the Escambia County Sheriff's Office combed the area. Despite Stanger's attempt to disguise his van with a hasty paint job, he was arrested 8 hours later with the incriminating blue slime still on his clothes. Stanger, already with an extensive criminal past including child sex abuse charges, was charged with attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery, and was sentenced to 15 years in prison.